I wanted to do a Halloween theme build in The Sims 4. I did do a ghost a few days ago on stream. You can find that in my gallery. However, today I did want to go ahead and try the witch that I mentioned in that stream. It was really difficult and this build took me a couple of days, so I had to speed the video up quite a bit for this. So I actually forgot to start recording whenever I started this build. I'm kind of glad that I did, because I did have quite difficulty figuring out what shape I was going to make the witch in, if I was going to do her head or her neck. And the hat was actually pretty difficult as well too. The painting that you actually see on the outside there, that is some paint and some flooring from the spa day pack. It actually glows whenever you go into live mode. I wasn't quite sure where to place all of the windows. Typically, whenever I do like a build challenge like this, I will kind of look at the floor plan. I'll look at the house and then I'll try to decide to make a floor plan. And then typically whenever I start adding in decor and furniture and other items, that's when I actually add my windows. Only in build challenges though, and this was definitely a challenge. In my regular builds, I'll obviously do the front of the house and then decide on the floor plan later. This is just a lot easier for me just because it doesn't really matter where their windows are. It's not going to look good no matter what you do. So that's usually why I put in windows, doors, and all that other good stuff last. The living room, I was going to try to use like a different fireplace from the magic pack. I decided against it, but just because I didn't like the way that it looked. I really wanted to do something kind of woodsy and almost look like an abandoned house that you'd see, and that fireplace didn't really quite fit that aesthetic. What I'll usually do in my builds is, you'll notice I do have saucer lights down everywhere. I really like to have a lot of bright lighting whenever I'm doing the builds, so I can see better details. But typically as I'm starting to finish up the room, I'll delete the saucer lights and then put in the lighting I want to have actually used. I don't use the smaller saucer lights. I do use the big ones whenever I'm building, because I can't see to delete the little ones because they're so tiny. This room was actually way too big. I wasn't sure what else to put in it. I was kind of running out of ideas to put, what kind of clutter to put in here. I do like to use the floor staining a lot. It kind of looks like blood. Probably the living room and the kitchen were probably the most challenging. Just because they were both such really large rooms, I wasn't sure what to put in them. So this is the first bedroom. This is in the chin. I was, obviously, since it's so angular in there, I was having a really hard time deciding on where to put the bed. The colors were also really hard too. I'm kind of disappointed. I did look like in the werewolves pack a couple of times to see if there were only 2 beds that came with that pack. A toddler's bed, strangely enough, and then like a single bed. Not any full size or queen beds in that pack for some reason. I was really disappointed because I wanted something more rustic looking to go in that bedroom, and I just ended up putting that green one. I love this bathroom. There are 2 bathrooms in this build. It's probably my favorite. I love the stone that I put in here. I kind of did like a walk-in shower moment. You'll notice that I go back and forth between rooms a lot if I see something that I like and think that it would go good in another room. So I did briefly go back there. So you'll see me placing stuff outside of the house onto the lot because I have other plans for it. So here I am again trying to find some more clutter items to put in the living room just because it looks so empty. So I haven't actually, so this is the kitchen. This is my favorite. Instead of using upper cabinets, because the cabinets that I use down below don't have matching upper cabinets. I don't know why they do that. They'll release a pack and make lower cabinets and then not make any upper cabinets that match. So typically when I run into that issue, I'll just put the shelving above it. I haven't really decided what I want to be for Halloween yet. If I'm even gonna dress up, I don't know. I do have my Halloween hair. That's about as far as I've gotten. So I definitely need to go out and look for a costume. What are you guys gonna be for Halloween? Do you celebrate Halloween? Do you dress up? Do you have kids and take them trick or treating? Let me know in the comments down below. Halloween's probably my sister's favorite holiday. She has the green and purple in her hair right now too. We grew up watching Halloween Town, which is probably like her favorite all-time movie. I don't really have a favorite Halloween movie, and I actually don't love Halloween as much as she does. But I think Halloween Town is definitely a classic. I probably, I'd say like top two Halloween, okay, top three Halloween movies, Halloween Town. It's definitely better than Hocus Pocus in my opinion. Okay, so and this is the second bedroom here. I wasn't sure what kind of vibe I wanted to go in here either. I just know I wanted to look really like dark wood tones in here. Maybe just kind of like I used that yellow plaid on the bed. I don't know why, but it just reminds me. It just really looks dated. Maybe like something from the 70s. So it just maybe might put some charm on this house so it actually looks older than what it does. This, I did do like, if I really liked the clutter. This is actually, the clutter in this room is probably my favorite. This is actually probably my favorite bedroom in this build. I couldn't really decide on the other ones. I think I put all of my time and energy in this bedroom, and the first bedroom, I was still not sure if I really loved the layout in it or not. And then by the third bedroom, I was just kind of over it. I feel like I put a lot of decorating time and skill into this because I did have to speed this up quite a bit. This is just another like an ensuite bathroom for that second bedroom in the back there. I wasn't sure. I really like this linoleum. It looks really gross. It kind of reminds me of if you go to somebody's aunt's house and they've been smoking for like 50 years and their linoleum is stained yellow from all of the nicotine. That's what that linoleum reminded me of in that bathroom. So I'm not quite sure what they're going to announce on October 18th for the Sims Summit. But I'm super excited to see what it is. I keep jokingly say that I think that it's going to be Sims Medieval 2, which would actually be hilarious. It might make a build like this a little bit easier to do if we had a few more items that looked older than what they were or dated. I feel like that should be on every swatch. Like, I feel like we should get a grungy, dirty swatch. And the same goes for some of the items that we got in the Werewolves pack. A lot of those items came like scratched up and dirty looking, but we didn't get any clean swatches of those. I do know in City Living we did get the used countertops and like the used stoves and appliances as well too, and I love that. I think that's so cool. I don't think I particularly need like a million distressed options for refrigerators. It would be nice to have them though, because I get sick of putting the same old-timey refrigerator like in all of my builds. So I'd like to have, distressed swatches for those other things. This is the last bedroom. Here I am looking for candles to light up the dining room or the seance space. So that room was the seance space over there. In this last bedroom, I just was running out of items that I didn't put in other bedrooms before. I was looking for clutter that kind of looked like it might be in the basement or something. I wasn't quite sure what to do here. I think I ended up using different windows in the back of the house, and I don't think those have the shutters on it like the ones do in the front of the house. I love that paper. I wish there were different swatches for those papers on the floor. That would be great. Different colors or sizes, kind of how like some of the scratch marks in the Werewolf pack have like different swatches. I thought that was really cool. I know they should make I don't even know what they would call it. The serial killer pack. And they could have different blood stains and things in the pack. I guess like mostly just like blood stains for the wall and the floors. That's all it would be. This I was originally going to make into a bathroom. I could not get the door to work on that tile. It would not go in there, even with move objects on. Like, it just looked really weird. It like wouldn't fit into the space. So I just decided to make it a part of the house that you decide you buried your victims in it and just built the bricks up on top of it, just like that episode of American Horror Story. Not like the regular episodes, but it was like the shorts that they had. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go ahead and watch it because it's great. All right, that's the build. Now that we're done, I'm going to kind of give you a tour of everything. Since we kind of started the speed build about halfway through, you may not actually get to see what the whole outside looks like. So this is what the outside looks like. She has witchy green skin. I gave her red hair. I wasn't sure what else to do. I should probably actually change these windows here. I just now noticed they're at different heights. The little black pieces, this is supposed to be her nose with a wart and then her chin with a wart, and then I gave her a yellow eye. If you notice here, if you go into live mode, this flooring and wallpaper is from Spa Day pack, and it kind of does this weird glowing thing. Obviously, it doesn't do that in pause mode. I just thought that was pretty cool. So the layout that I ended up doing here, when you first come in, there's a living area here. I tried to put some staining on the floor, obviously. I didn't want to put a television in here because I wanted it to seem like kind of old-timey. I kind of made it like a haunted, like witches kind of place. Maybe like something that would look like the inside of a cabin in the middle of the woods. The bedroom over here, the chin, I should say, has a bedroom in it. I wasn't sure what to put in here as far as like decorative items go. Obviously, I have some newspaper and some books piled up over here in the corner. I love this hutch. It's super cute. It looks like it has some butterflies and flowers in it. I did put some scratches and stuff and staining on the wall. Not a lot of weird or scary looking paintings or decor in this. Here's the bathroom. This is probably like my favorite bathroom. If you could see here, it has a bathtub, and then we also have the shower. There is a shower over here in the corner. I kind of put up this like a quarter of a wall to kind of keep it blocked off from everything else. And then I still put a bathtub in there too. So my favorite part is probably the kitchen. I just love how this turned out. I love this little wooden barrels that they have in this pack right here. They just look really like old-timey. Looks like there's some apples in there, maybe some rotten produce. I love how the kitchen turned out. Love, love, love. I wish we could paint the ceilings because that just throws off my whole vibe. But I did shelves in here instead of upper cabinets, and I really like the way that it turned out. Over here, there are two tables in this room. I kind of wanted to put a seance table in here at first, but I just didn't like the way that it looked, so I ended up doing this table from the spooky pack. I did not end up putting anything in the sides of her hats. If you'll notice, there's nothing over here in these sections. Didn't do that there. There's also another bedroom over here, which I love the way that this one looks. Probably my favorite bedroom in this build. On the windows in this room, I did, in the first bedroom that you saw in the chin, I did do tarps as window coverings for those. This one's kind of cute too, not really my vibe. I think I was getting tired of like furnishing by this point. But yeah, that's the build. Obviously it's not the best looking thing. I really was in it for like the decorating the inside and kind of figuring out a floor plan. I love to do build challenges, so this was definitely challenging to me. The rooms look like a little bit different. I love that about this. I just like to challenge myself to kind of find different ways to build besides like a particular, you know, suburban house or something like that. But anyway, yeah, thanks for checking it out. Obviously, no, I didn't do like any landscaping because it was really tiring and I didn't want to waste my time on something goofy like this. But anyway, That's all. That's all I have for this time. Thanks so much, guys, and have a good day. Also, if you could subscribe and like, I'd really appreciate it. It means a lot to me whenever you guys take the time out of your day to watch these videos. Again, thanks for watching.